All right. Damn it. All right, we back. Damn it. We back. Wow. Somebody kicked over the cord. We back though. We are back. We back, y'all. Yo, come on back up, Dre. Come on back up. Yo, sorry about that. Sorry about that. We came back. We back, yo. Man, we had it going for a minute. Sorry about that. We back. Yo, if we missing anybody, tap in with them. Tell them come on back in. The pod kind of has some technical difficulties. Loke, if you there, come on back in. Mm-mm-mm. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Had technical difficulties, man. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Technology is a mother. Waiting on my man Dre Lokes to come back in. When Dre come back in, we can get back started. But we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Do me a favor, chat. If y'all up in here, everybody throw a hand up or something. Give me a smiley face. Do me some fire or something. Let me know y'all back in here. Y'all came back with me. I appreciate y'all holding on. Y'all know I was coming back. The pod can't end like that. We can't end it like that. Oh no. All right, Loke, come on back over to come on back in so I can get you back up in here. But if y'all in here, come on, man. I'm gonna play a little music while we start getting everybody back up in here.
Okay, I see you, Ron.
I'm trying to get I'm trying to what's up, Miss Mary? Dre Loke, come back in. Salute to you, Queen. Salute to you, Queen. I'm just waiting on my co-host to come back. Get my co-host to come back in here. What up, Chocolate Kisses? What's good? What's up, Tria? I see you up in there.
So I slide in just to stick up. I needed all time to switch up. Got the number when I dial, pick up. Got to talking to you for a little while. But you was playing games, acting all wild. Acting like you really wanted me. But I was cautious with the moves. I mean, honestly, I had to tie my shoes, tie my laces. Had me feeling like I was caught up in the matrix. I knew that we would exchange some fuck faces. Confidence was key, it's just part of the basics. Patience. I might ask you how you doing, how you been, where you headed, baby girl. I need to know, like right now. Not for real though. I might ask you how you doing, how you been, where you headed, baby girl. I need to know, like right now. Time spent wasted in the past, fumbling. Almost had a thing, but we didn't. I might ask you how you doing, how you been, where you headed, baby girl. I need to know, like right now. Time spent wasted in the past, fumbling. Almost had a thing, but we didn't. Present day, we still friends, still talk. Reminiscing, pointing fingers, your fault.
There we go. There we go. Hey.
How you been?
How you doing? Call me. Call me. What up, Doe? Welcome back. Welcome back. What's understood ain't got to be
Understood ain't got to be explained.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to DM on the beat though.
What you got, bro? What's good with you, fam? So we back, man. We had a little technical. So what ended up happening? Let me explain to the chat what happened. So when King got on, when King came on, when he tried to hang up, we're connected to our streamcast. So when he hung up, when he actually hung up, he killed the live.
Right.
So the live got killed. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it is. But I'm saying we handled it smooth, did we not? We handled that shit smooth for real. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? We little podcasters now. But no, man, where do we leave off? Where my damn book at? Yo, look. So what we're talking about was about being broke in the hood, y'all. We're talking about being broke, and I want to know anybody that's been broke or consider themselves. I know, damn it, Barry. Anybody that considered themselves broke or came up broke, I want to know y'all story. Is there anything like, for instance, I remember one time when we was young, Dre. Remember this when we had just got bed frames, and we was so geeked up because we used to sleep on pallets. So we set the damn bed frames up and put the pallets inside the damn bed frame, like yo. And I used to make the bed and drape the damn blanket over the bed frame. Gigi got it, cornbread and syrup for dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we all had some of the same similar experiences.
Yeah, we all have some similar experiences, man. Shit.
That penny candy though.
That penny candy ain't no punk, right? That penny candy did it in for us for real. But
life was a lot different back then.
Huh?
Life was a lot different back then.
Yeah, it was. And so that brings me to a question that I had, bro. All seriousness, all jokes to the side, though. So when we grew up, okay, what we perceived as being poor, or where we grew up being poor, or whatever, or broke, however you want to put it, how we grew up, it didn't stun us, but it didn't start us off at when the gun went off for life. We didn't take off right away, did we? We didn't take off right away because what ended up happening was we 70s and 80s babies, us 70s and 80s babies, we had to deal with shit like Reaganomics. We had to deal with the crack epidemic. We had to deal with a lot of stuff that the grandparents, they fought tooth and nail. You know, our granddaddy, he raised like 8 kids as a custodian for Detroit Public Library. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my granddaddy for that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him for that. But he raised 8 kids or whatever. And back then he could afford to do that. But then when inflation kicked in, when it kicked in worse than what it was, a lot of our people in the generations before us was not able to. They didn't know. All they ever knew was work hard. The harder they worked, they wasn't getting no fucking nothing ahead. They wasn't going ahead anyway. So with the epidemics and things like that, when we grew up, we are the first generation. Because jumped a generation. Some of us, not all of us, not all of us. Some of us are first generation. This is our first generation of financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? Go back 10, 15 years ago, you didn't see this many entrepreneurs. You didn't see this many small business owners. You didn't see this many people trying to strive to do things because we didn't have, all we knew is you go to work, you get a job in the factory, you go to the union, you're going to get a honest days pay for honest days work type thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And at some time, it's between those time frames, you got to think from the 50s and 60s, they was getting paid and it looked good. Detroit was looking hell of it. We was like the richest city at one time. You feel me? So when the jobs started drying up and then people started shipping jobs out and jobs started drying up, then like I said, the epidemic and stuff, then it was a struggle. It was the fucking struggle. Like, I don't, people like, I'm struggling. What you mean? I only got one pair of Jordans. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you got gym shoes on your birthday. Hopefully your birthday was equaled out. So you got gym shoes on your birthday and a pair for Christmas. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what happened. So as we grew older and we began making money and doing our thing, our children are looking to us, or the generations under us start looking to us. But the thing is, we're still learning. We're still trying to solidify and right the boat. Everybody wants to be paid and entrepreneur, but and everything like that. And I understand that. And shouts out to everybody that can do that. But the thing is, you're still in your first generation of literacy because you don't know. Half motherfuckers got LLCs, don't even know what to do with them. All you hear is somebody come online, get your LLC. You get an LLC, you be your own business. Don't work for the man. And then, and then what happened? PPP loans and scam artists and shit like that happen. See, we still in that first infancy. So the thing is, for those that have made it, I'm not gonna say made it over the top, but for those of us of our age bracket that has some semblance of stability in our finances, do you feel that we're not selfish? Do you feel like us being the old guard, are we kind of selfish by not trying to expound that information to the youth? Or do you think the youth don't really give a fuck and they figure they can do it their own way?
Um,
Sorry for
for
talking
me,
so much.
for me, I think it's a combination of both. But my point of view, I always blame. Well, putting it in context, for me personally, I would say, yeah, we failed them as parents. Like we failed our children. That's my personal perspective. Because as you said, we just the first generation. We just learning, and there's nothing wrong with that. We just got to call it what it is.
Yeah.
But we can't help what we didn't know.
Exactly.
Now that
And
we
just
know, but now that we know, and we trying to explain these different things to the next generation, our children. It's difficult because they grew up under a different paradigm. We just learned. We've been training them a certain way for so long, and then the light bulb come on for something. We try to share it to them. They're not ready for that.
I like this.
But we should have known better. But that goes across the board for a lot of things, as far as social economic status, and just across the board.
Well, I like to think that we're the last echelon that thought that if you go to college, you're gonna be successful.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I believe my daughter was the last one of that. You know, maybe your daughter, because
She got her master's.
Your daughter's a couple years before me, before
Right.
mine. But I'm saying when they graduate and then they come out after spending all the time go to school, and then they don't have any jobs available for them.
You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of kids see that shit. A lot of my oldest, she's like, nah, I ain't going to college just to get bills and not get a job. So she went to the military. You know what I'm saying? Did her thing in the military. Then she came out, paid for her own schooling. Now look at her. She works for Sony making video games. So shout out to her. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, yes, it's a lot of hustlers now and a lot of people doing their own thing. I like to call it, it's the 1099. It's the 1099 period. It's where people are contracting for themselves and doing their own thing. Again, nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But for people to be like, when somebody needs to show us, we can't say we failed anything if we're just learning it. Like you could just go ahead.
That's the thing though. It's about admitting that though and addressing these issues.
I'm the most
that way you can learn together and grow together. If you know, but you just have to admit to that. It's not the point pointing out for the context of blame is just to make you think. I mean, for the understanding purpose, the education purpose. You got to understand what happened, the root of the situation.
I understand what happened. I mean, I know you do, and some people. What?
Go ahead.
I'm saying I know you understand it, but some people don't get it, and it's like they don't understand there was a skip, like the record skipped, and right. Like the record skipped, and people don't get it. Like, yeah, we was grooving, everything was free love, and then weed was $5 for half a pound, and you know what I'm saying? Niggas wore afros, and it was disco, and then next thing you know, it skipped, and next thing you know, now, you know, that generation.
Well, I think, like you said, we the last generation, and we're just talking about we the 70s babies and some of the early 80s babies. I think that's what it is. You got to think about that generation of that generation of civilization across the country. What happened at that time in the 80s and 90s? What was affected then with all the, you know, in all the inner cities and all the rampant drug use, the COINTELPRO, all these different things that happened. But this is what you're dealing with, the effects of that though. That's another thing. People got to add that to the fact that this is 30 years of that process. Think about the 80s, all the crack in the 90s, all these different things. Now you're dealing with the effects of that. You're dealing with the children's children of that effect.
Right. We ain't fucking with crack babies no more.
Right. Well, to give it a different context, during that time period, I leave it at this and let somebody expound on it. At that time, if you're talking about the 90s time period, it was a shift when the average grandmother's age went from 60 to 30. And that was a problem.
Remember old girl we used to live next door to?
I don't have all the words to explain that, but that was a big problem. There's a lot of information, knowledge, and growth and training that we lost with that. When the average grandmother's age went from 60 to 30. Think about it.
No, I ain't got to think about it. We lived next door to old girl. Remember old girl had a kid at like 12 years old or some shit?
Yeah, she had one. Yeah,
we ain't using no names on here. Yeah. Look, we ain't using no names.
Nobody know who that is, but I got you.
Motherfuckers be researching. But anyway, No,
I
but you're
know, I
right.
know a bunch of them.
When it shifted, because you had Big Mama, you always had Big Mama in the house. I say Big Mama because most people say Big Mama. They talking about grandmamas or whatever that was teaching, and then you had they was teaching their kids how to cook, clean, wash dishes, shit like that, and just be responsible. Now you got motherfuckers that don't even fucking use face cloths, and they don't even they don't wash their legs and shit when they get in the shower. Like what the fuck is that? Like what? Like motherfuckers that like you brush your teeth when? Oh, I only brush my teeth when I go out. What the fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? These are shits that's instilled. If you ain't got watch this, if you ain't got no toothpaste, you can't afford no toothpaste. What you use, Dre?
Baking soda.
You goddamn right. Do you know
I
people?
use it right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's people that don't even understand that. It's like when I said that the record skip. We went from washing your ass. When you was a kid, you didn't want to take a bath because you thought you was gonna miss something. Your favorite TV show. If you take a bath now, you gotta go to bed in 30 minutes.
I used to hate to take a bath.
What?
I used to hate to take a bath when I was a kid.
I hated taking baths.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Bro, I hated taking baths too because you always thought you was gonna miss some shit. And then you get out the bath, what happens? As soon as you get out the bath, you come downstairs and motherfucking Hill Street Blues come on. Now you gotta go to bed. So you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Like y'all you be like, I ain't gonna never get these minutes back, mama. I don't want to get in the tub right now. I take a bath in the morning, I promise. Now get your ass in the tub. They don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Life is different. That's what I'm saying. That's what happened. That's the effects also of taking the man out the family, that masculine energy, that masculine structure, because men are masculine and they give structure and guidance by nature. And you're looking at the effects of these children not having that. And it's not to blame it, it's the facts. And the woman, the single parent household, you're looking at the effects of that too, because women.
Bro, I got that. But
these are just this. It's a whole bunch that goes in the pot.
There's a whole bunch that go in the pot. But what I'm saying is, you gotta understand, we was products of a single parent household at the time.
But everybody.
What I'm saying is, we had a band-aid.
We're generalizing.
Yeah, I know you generalize, but that's what I'm saying. But we had a band-aid. We actually had a family. We still had a family construct.
Right.
Nowadays, my mama watch Little Peanut while I go to the club. Bitch, I'm going to the club too. It's $2 tequila shots. And so now the mama in the club, the grandmama in the club, the auntie in the club because she messing with Buster, old boy, the old pimp from down the street. So ain't nobody watching these kids. Ain't nobody bringing the kids up, teaching them how to fucking French braid, teaching them how to everybody like, fuck it, give me $50. Let me go get my hair braided by the Africans or however much that shit costs. But the thing is, again, the record skipped, and then we fell right into stupid. And I'm talking, and I say that with the utmost respect, but we fell into fucking stupid. So financially, when you go from, I watched Granddaddy, like I said, he raised 8 people off of fucking a janitor's fucking salary. You feel me? Then I look at my pops. He worked at Ford, and my other granddaddy worked at Ford, and then pops, he had his shit together, because we was fortunate to have father figures in our life. And then you go from that to now, people be like, I don't want to fuck with no dude unless he make $100,000 before he 23. Where are we gonna do that at? Where does that happen at? And I'll tell you, you start chipping away at the shit, and you put a little internet in there, put a little Instagram on there, and people faking the funk and fronting. That's where you get that from, because we were perceived to be raised by TV. You remember? We were raised. Now the generations ahead of us are raised by the fucking internet. And I can tell y'all right now, watch this. Hey y'all, listen, chat. I just looked at my bank account and I just went over and made my second $1 million. I just made my second $1 million today. So shouts out to Fee. I'm a millionaire. You see that speaker right there? 100% black gold. That shit's made out of diamonds and gold right there. You know what I'm saying? I wipe my ass with silk and platinum. You feel what I'm saying? My toilet paper roll is made out of platinum. And motherfuckers eat that shit up. They eat that shit up. Like, oh, you see that motherfucker balling? He got the Balenciagas on. Or he got the the Alexander McQueens.
I think society just been just living in fantasy land. How would you say it? Hollywood.
Disillusioned.
Disillusioned, yeah, that's the word. Just disillusioned.
Yeah, but the thing is, somebody got. Hey, do you remember when you were little, you got a whoop with a switch and they hit you on the back of the knee?
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen to a lot of motherfuckers. They need to get hit in the back of the knee with a switch so they can wake the fuck up.
Well, they
Understand?
take, well,
Nobody walks into $100,000 job 2 years out of high school. And if they do, I guarantee you they're gonna be in one or two places in the next year and a half. You know this, Dre.
yeah, but why are they that way? We know that's what's going on.
They're that because of the
Why
shit
are
that
they
we
that
own
way?
right now. They're that way because of what we're on right now. Because there's no more different strokes of family ties. Now it's
There's no more family
fucking
construct.
there's no more family
It explains the
construct.
family construct.
Yeah, it don't matter if you're like it does matter, but the thing is, we had single parents coming up, but we
Right.
also had a family construct. We had an
Yeah,
auntie
you
and we
still
had
have
neighbors.
neighborhood. You
Think
still have
about this. Who used to tell on us all the time on Fisher?
okay.
Everybody, motherfuckers down at the end of the street would be calling down the street. By the time we get back to the crib, they
Oh,
whooping our ass because they already knew what happened. I just seen your son down here lighting the fucking the field on fire. That's an
that would
inside
be
joke. That's an inside joke. This nigga lit a
that
half an
would be
acre of land on fire in Detroit. The fucking firebug. And you know, we get home. By the time we get home from stomping out the fire, we get home, we get our ass whooped. We know y'all just lit that goddamn fire. What's the name? Borgini and them told us down the street. We're like, what the fuck? They snitching on us.
you know what?
I'm
I
just
think
saying.
if we want I mean first of all we gotta want more, want better, I guess. And
I agree.
only way through that though, but you have to have one you have to thirst for a certain knowledge, a certain level of truth though. You be looking for truth to get understanding what's going on. Because I look through the lens of everything that I mean has been a lie. Everything's been told and taught has been a lie, propagated on the people. However you want to look at it, it's some form of propaganda and it's a lie. So until you find out, you know, get to the true source of a thing, we always going to be confused.
No, facts on that. Facts on that. Gigi said it was a mattress
It
uh
was,
that you set on fire. But
it
look,
was,
but the thing is, this is what I'm saying. And so, if everybody right now, we got 6 people over there, we got a couple of people over here on IG. I ain't gonna front. We got one person, probably you, Dre. But the thing is, on IG, and I think we back on Facebook. I don't know, but if you look at it like this, if everybody hone in on their own core,
uh-huh.
right? These 6 people right here honed in on their own core and made a straight up attempt to adjust the dial. To all right, you know what? I'm gonna brag about the fact. I'm not gonna brag about my house or my car. I'm gonna brag about the fact that my auntie came over and cooked dinner for us, or we did a whole family dinner. I'm gonna brag on the fact that I just spent the whole weekend with my brother or whatever. Da, da, da. Talk about things that's not tangible. If we start fucking putting that back into it, if we start talking about things that's not tangible, things that you can't touch, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got a sweet car and all this shit. Fuck the car. Like I used to tell my
You got
home.
to get back to, you got to get back to, what I like to say is get back to nature. You know,
I,
you got to get back to family and nature.
okay, there you go. That's what I'm getting at. The
Because you don't have
construct
no
of
family, you don't have no
community.
family. But I'm saying you got to get back to the basic structure of family. The
I'm talking about
resolution.
community.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that's what we got to tie back into. That's what I mean. It's the same thing. It's
Tap
more
back,
than
tap back into community because, and the thing is, it can work. It can actually work. I see it happen because I see
love work. That's the
everybody is not that blind IG following type person. I know a lot of you, and with my job, I see a lot of people come through getting ready to start that second chapter in their life after they leave the military and shit like that. I see a lot of cats coming in and they really are focused on things, you know. But it's always a test because you see somebody like, well, how much money can I get? What's my severance pay gonna be versus what benefits do I have for my family? I'm I'm not saying what I do for a living, but let me just say that there comes a time in my job that there's a decision to make on to give somebody a lump sum of money or then provide them for medical insurance for the rest of their life. And I've literally had several females come in and be like, I don't want no insurance. I get insurance at my next job. I need that lump sum because we're going down to Mexico to get this BBL. Then that's a true story. True fucking story. I said, but ma'am, you got 2 kids. Don't you think you need life insurance? It costs, flu shots ain't free. And she's like, I just want the money. I need the money. I said, but that's like 60,000. That should be done in a week. Nah. I'm not gonna spend it all in there. I already got somebody I know who I'm going to see. And sure as shit, they was fighting for that. Got mad because they had life insurance for the rest of their life
Mhm.
because they didn't get the money. And it fucked me up because I'm like, man. And I told my supervisor, I was like, man, what the fuck is going on with these kids? What's going like? They call you a month after they get out and tell you they broke. And I know they just got like tax-free money, like 75 grand. They call you a month later to ask, how do they file for unemployment because the check they're getting is not enough. That's crazy. Salute Delano, my man Delano in the place to be.
That's why I said we just got to reset. I don't really have an answer because it's so many different ways that society is twisted, and I mean just so many different distractions put on the people. And
I feel you.
As the people, we have to get back. We got to get back to nature, back to it.
I think we get back to that community construct, dude. I'm telling you,
whatever your God is, and get back to nature and just reground yourself. I ain't saying you got to stay in it, but we got to refocus because the way we live it now, we ain't gonna survive. Period.
Fact. So you just said reground yourself. So you talking about?
I don't want to get spiritual or religious on. I was just saying, just go back to the basics and get understanding. That's what I was saying. I ain't gonna say go.
No, you ain't getting spiritual religion, but I'd use that to segue into the next topic.
Go for it.
Affirmations. So if y'all know anything about me and my past and my tribe, we got a tribe. We call ourselves the tribe. We always talk about affirmations. We talk about universal law, the laws of attraction, things of that nature. And something came across, something came across my purview when we was talking, and we was talking about affirmations. And I was in a little break area, and I was talking to some coworkers. And I always do this. I always springboard stuff that I want to bring to the chat with them. And I was like, so I was sitting with this one dude. And I'll give you a little backdrop on my man. He's a part of a black fraternity that goes around doing speaking engagements, and they do mentorship with young black youth. They did the 100 suit thing where they bought the 100 suits for young black men. They do resume training and all this and everything like that. And me and him just started talking, and he said, "Man, you know what I do?" He said, "I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna sound crazy." He said, "You know my guilty pleasure is?" I say, "What's that?" He say, "I go on Zillow and Realtor.com." He say, "And I be looking at $1 million houses." He say, "I'm addicted to it, man. I just go in there and watch, look at the structure of it, look at the pricing. I do a little, sometimes he'll do the little calculations." I say, "Dude, you for real?" He said, "Yeah." I say, "You lying?" He said, "No, I'm not." I said, "I do the same thing." And he said something that fucked me up. He said, "That's my affirmation." He said, "That's how I do affirmations." He looked at real estate and property, not something as a smokescreen or a daydream. He look at it as like, and he gauges what he wouldn't have to do, and it sharpens his mind, his mentals to work on his finances. He's like, "Well, how much would I need, to get this?" He's like, "Man, I was looking at one." He said, "I looked at one, but it was only 2.3." And then he said, "You hear what I just said? It was only 2.3." He said, "I ain't even got 2.3 right now." He said, "I got enough to get a decent if I wanted to buy a nice house, but I don't have 2.3. But in my mind, I've already." And what he told me is, you exercise the mind. He said, "You exercise the mind to go one step above what you are." So going back to, I'm tying everything in what we're saying. We had palates. We used to eat penny candy for dinner, right? But we've grown and we stretch ourselves financially and mentally that we know when we get hungry, we got to get some vegetables, some starches, a nice steak, what I'm saying, chicken breast or something, right? We don't revert back to eating ramen noodles and penny candy,
right?
Because we came so far, and we know, even though we know we can live it, we can live the struggle if we have to, but we don't. And so financially, what he was telling me, he said, what's the trip? He said, "Do this, ask your chat this." And I'm gonna ask the chat this. I hope y'all talking to me. Y'all talking back to me, chat. How many of y'all know a millionaire? Personally. Like, personally know a millionaire. And I want y'all to put it in the chat. If y'all know a millionaire, cool. If y'all don't, there's nothing bad with it. But there we go. Dre said he do. Dre knows one. Chocolate Kisses knows one. I know two. You know what I mean? And it's like, and so this is I'm gonna wait to the chat, see if the chat, anybody else pop in and say something. But how many of you know a millionaire? We know a lot of cats that's hustling. We know a shit ton of rappers. E says she know millionaire. We know a shit ton of rappers and producers. I'm one of them. Y'all know me. But how many of us, and this is what he says, nobody thinks, everybody's talk about being rich, right? And this dude be deep with it. Everybody talks about being rich. Everybody talks about, I'm gonna get a Bentley, I'm gonna get an 8-bedroom crib with a pool, da 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 da. But how many people bother to go on Realtor and just check, to see if you're making the bread to do it? How many of y'all go in there and check and stretch your pocket and stretch your mind and look at that? If you want to be rich, how many of you are taking the time to talk to people that are actually rich?
Be rich, yeah.
Go talk to somebody that's for real rich. You talking about, yo, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a baller. And if we got single females on here, you talk about wanting to be with a dude that's a six-figure dude, a high six-figure dude. Do you even know anybody that's high six figures? And if you do, pick their brain, see how they live a little bit, and then you might not be talking about I want that $400,000 a year dude because they ain't shit. They fuck boys with money. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying not all of them are. I'm just saying, but maybe if you stop to think
They're
about
rare.
it, and
That's not the proper statement, but that's a
no,
low percentage. That's a low percentage of men. That's all.
I'm just saying though. But people talk about how they want to be rich, but how many of us know millionaires? How many of us have picked millionaires' brains?
That's true. I'm just going back to what you said about
Go ahead.
women.
What did I say about women?
No, when you were telling them, I just missed the statement you just said. Go ahead.
Well, I just saying, like, how females want, and I'm gonna get on the dudes too. I'm not. It's not a bad.
You were saying how they want a six-figure dude. I'm saying
They want a
six-figure dude is rare, but the six-figure dude is rare.
Of course,
you were saying they fuck boys. No, they're not fuck boys. I mean, I know what you're talking about.
I'm a six-figure dude,
but they're rare, and the six-figure dudes are most of them are married, and they're already taken. And the ones that six figures, they're not looking for, I guess that woman. I don't know. It's just funny that all these women are chasing 10% of the man. They want a six-figure dude. That's in the top 10%, top 15% of the man. Period. So all the
speaking of that,
percent. What about the man that make 80,000, 90,000, 60,000?
that's not enough. That's not enough.
That's the problem. They passing over all the men, and that's what I'm talking about.
Well, let's go ahead right now. Let me give a shout out to our sponsor because she's out of jail, fresh out of jail. My girl Letitia last to say she can't talk right now. She's watching the ADHD podcast. Y'all know about Letitia's struggle. She was locked up a little bit for selling Rottweiler fur lashes, but she's out now. You know what I'm saying? The ASPCA said that she's good to go because she didn't kill any of them. Y'all thought she killed them, but she didn't kill them. She was just shaving her Rottweiler's back and making them eyelashes for y'all. So right now, if y'all hit her up. I'm gonna get her number at the end of the show. We're gonna put her number up here. Y'all need to hit her up. She said right now she's giving out deals because she got to pay that bondsman's back. You know what I'm saying? So right now, if you order 2 sets of lashes for you and your girl, she is giving away. She's giving away catfish dinners. She's giving them away. Good catfish dinner. I had one the other day, boy. Macaroni and cheese, candy yams. She got the good cornbread. She got that Jiffy cornbread. That's that good. You got to get with Letitia. You know what I'm saying? Get with Letitia. She'll do it. And, for y'all men, she actually does front lace beards. She hooking them shits up this year. She's doing a front lace beards, bro. Y'all can all look like Santa Claus. Y'all get your Rick Ross on. She brings your cheek hairline parallel to your cheekbone. She hooked it up.
You're gonna make me choke.
I'm gonna go check her out, bro.
You talking about Letitia.
Y'all can get with Letitia. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Look at my girl E. Hold on. Let me throw something in here. Hold on. E say, I'm a 6-figure single gal. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Single by choice, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not fucking lying. She said, I know you fucking lying. I'm not lying. Letitia says she doing that, man. She giving away you get 2 pieces of catfish. The good stuff from HEB. She giving them shits away.
I don't know.
That's our sponsor, Dre. That's Letitia.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Letitia, man, she be hooking us up. She the one. She came over and dropped off a bottle of peach. That's what I'm drinking tonight, boy. She said she got out. Motherfucking Bell Bondsman cut it down a little bit because she gave that motherfucker finger waves. She do finger waves too.
I ain't gonna tell you what I'm sipping on.
I don't want to know. Hold on. I don't want to know what you sipping on.
Wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to do a toast or something?
Yeah, toast to you, fucker. Here's to you. Shouts out to my bruh. Here's to you.
I'm just sipping on a little sippy sip.
Ladies and gentlemen, what my brother Dre is drinking is the reason why I have a light spot on my head. Where is it at?
Where did that come from?
Where did it come from?
Well, you got a light spot on your head. I don't know nothing about that.
Because of that bottle you got.
What, Grey Goose?
No, I had Belvedere.
I was about to say Belvedere. Yeah, back in the day, I had to think about back in the day was Belvedere.
I had Belvedere, but that shit is whack. Anyway, affirmations. Back to affirmations. This is the ADHD podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So we do jump around from time to time. So we mad love to everybody. We want to give y'all shots out. You know what I'm saying? ADHD. ADHD, baby.
Welcome back.
So it's the Bellevue Chronicles. But no. So affirmation. So that is my affirmation. That is. And if anybody know me, well, people do know me, my team know me, my family know me, my tribe know me. I'm a very snap to react type person. If you say, hey, let's do this, or if I be like looking at a car, I be like, I'm looking at this car. What you say? What Dre, what you always tell me? You got it yet? You like, did you get it yet? Because I don't give a shit about cars. So I'm like, so the thing is, my affirmation is not that. It's just I do what I do because I can do what I can do. I can do what I do. First of all, I don't make my family suffer. So anything I do, my music career, this podcast, I would never do anything to suffer, to take money out the family. But I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. If I say I'm gonna do something, if I'm gonna buy a house, if I'm gonna do something like that, I'm definitely gonna probably fucking do it.
Why don't you
So
tell everybody right now that you want to buy me a house?
I want to buy you a house.
All right, everybody, you gonna buy me a house? I heard him.
I said I want to buy you a house. And I saw one for sale right there in fucking Lowe's. It's a tiny home. Now it's gonna cost about $6,800, and you got to supply your own nails. So if you can get the nails, I can get you a couple of welcome mats.
Why
what
you
we could do?
Around? Look, I'll do a tiny home.
Look, what we could do is put welcome mats in there and just staple them all to that pressed wood. That's carpet right there. That's like shag carpet, boy.
Get out of here.
Next. Nah.
Next. No, I was thinking about not the tiny house, but sort of minimalize.
Minimalize like what?
Just getting rid of all this extra stuff we don't need, because we just consumers. And it goes back to just clearing out some clutter, getting grief around it.
I totally agree.
Like they say, some people they don't have a good day if they don't make up their bed. If there's too much clutter around, you can't think clearly. You can't get things accomplished. If it's clutter.
I don't know about that because sometimes I don't feel like making that motherfucker.
I said some people, and I don't make up my bed anyway. I'm sort of still protesting that from a child. I still got childhood trauma from waking up at 5 a.m, having to make up your bed and clean the house and do all this type of manly shit. Shout out to Pops though, appreciate it. That's another subject, y'all. But one of my fathers, which was his father, was military, so Navy. So every day we had to clean something in the house. We up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You gotta walk the dog in the morning.
You know what I used to do? Hey, let me ask you this: when you stay with my pop, did you do this? He'd make you get up and walk the dog in the morning. Did you ever just walk right around the corner to where you couldn't see you no more, then bring the dog back?
No. I think I didn't have to walk him as much, but you had to walk him more than I did.
Man, I used to walk that.
You had to make the bed, didn't sleep in late.
Bruh, it'd be wintertime. Listen, it'd be fucking wintertime. Snow on the ground in Detroit. He'd get me up at like 6 o'clock. Hey, D, get up and go ahead and walk the dog. Let him get a run in, my man. And I'm like, okay. I get up, I put on all my coats and shit, bundle up. I look at his ass like, come on. I walk that dog down to we out of the view of the house, and I'll be walking him right in the grass like, take a shit. Come on, take a shit. Neighbor hated me, boy. I'd take the shit. He'd take the shit. And I walk to the corner, stand there for a couple of minutes, and then I turn around and walk the dog back. He's like, that was a quick one. I said, yeah, he had to go real bad, Pop.
Hey, what about this one? How many of y'all ever had how many of y'all do this faithfully? Now, this is something I got me every 2 weeks, sometimes twice a week, sometimes the very next day, depending on what happened with the weather conditions. I'm talking about the dead of winter, going to the hand wash car yourself and put the quarters in and wash your car yourself, spray wash your car. That's what we had to do in the dead of winter. I wash the car because he got salt on the car, from all the snow and the salt on the car. So we had to go wash the car like once a week. Sometimes a couple times a week, we'd go to the head car wash. Be out there in fucking 10 below weather, washing the fucking car.
He got sadistic in his old age because he ain't never make me do no shit like that.
Look, man, we were out there in the wintertime. That's what I'm saying.
So shouts out to Pops. Hold on, shout out to
Yeah,
Pops because that
that's our
motherfucker
job.
he kept a clean car.
A clean house. Yeah.
He keeps a clean house, clean car. So shout out to my Pops.
Yep.
But no, man, I'm just saying, what's y'all affirmation? So some of y'all got affirmation. Do y'all do affirmations? And if you don't know what an affirmation is it's cool. It's
I
cool
try
if
to
you
live
don't
by
know what
some of them.
like. So an affirmation basically is basically like remember how what's her name? What's love got to do with it? What's the chick name? Tina Turner. Remember she used to do the Nomeo Renge Kyo, that shit right there. It's basically it's a chant, but it's your
Oh, yeah,
affirmation.
yeah. Affirmation.
It's
Yeah.
what you say you're gonna do. You know, you get up and be like, you know what, today gonna be a good day. Or you get up and be like, today the day's gonna be better than it was yesterday. Or if you in sales, today I'm gonna sell 3 cars, or I'm gonna sell 3 sets of eyelashes. I see you, Letitia. Or you gonna fucking, do whatever. But whatever your affirmation is, whatever you see, today I'm gonna save some money, or this next week, or this next year, or this next month. Um, I believe, I believe strongly in say it, do it, and it's gonna get done.
Well, that's
Because you
true.
gotta say it. You gotta put it out there in the universe, but you also gotta work towards the shit.
Yeah, you gotta take steps to it as a man thinketh. So yeah, um, this brain computer this thing is deep and it's very complex. But yeah, all you gotta do is anything we want, we can imagine it, we can have it. We gotta put that brain computer to work though, that brain power.
I'm just saying, man. All right. If you take time to set back, people just take time to set back, do their affirmations. That shit'll go work so good for you. I swear to God. I sat up there and said what I wanted to do. And I'm not gonna put my business out there, but I did some things
So,
in the last 10 years that I didn't think I would ever do. I thought I would do it, but I actually used that laws of attraction and I kept saying I'm gonna do it. I kept doing it and I kept doing it, and it just kept going. And the funny thing about it, once you do it once, it's like sneezing. Like you sneeze and you sneeze and then you be like, all right, I'm good. And then you sneeze again. And then maybe a couple of minutes later, you sneeze again. That's how it was with me. Like I don't see struggle like that. I just see struggle as another obstacle. It's just something to step over or walk
right, it's
around. So
opportunity. It's all life is all about perception. I'm trying to learn that for
yeah,
for
life is
like me,
good.
people that know me, it is perception. Life is actually pretty easy. Um, there's a lot of distractions. That's all. I think it's pretty simple. So I struggle with that and keep my affirmations out there. But I just try to. What's the old saying? Doing to others as they doing to you. I'm trying to practice that. Have some humility and empathy.
Nah.
All type of stuff.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but
And for
I
people, I'm
I
doing
see
more.
you. I see you do unto others, they do unto you, and I raise you. Fuck others. Just do for yourself. Do
That's
what you
true
need to do.
too. Well,
Fuck, fuck.
I don't know by nature. Well, by nature, I'm not built like that. I got to care for other people, even though it don't seem like it.
Oh, look. Oh, I gotta get y'all. That's dope right there. For y'all that's on IG and y'all can't see it, and it's over here. Look at what Goddess E said. This is her affirmation. Read that, Dre.
The sky is not the limit. My mind is, and my mind is limitless. My affirmation. That's a good one, Goddess.
That's a great one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Anybody else got any affirmations? Anybody else got any affirmations? Let me
You
know.
know, you know something? Because you're talking about affirmation, I want to relate that to something real quick. Um, because you're talking about affirmations, then that goes along the line to me like communication. Um, because we don't communicate properly. That's one of the problems amongst
Facts.
I've been saying that's 99.99% of the problem amongst the people of the world is the lack of and acceptance of effective communication. Um, and that's just because I guess because people are scared of the truth or some things like that.
I don't
But
think
we're not ourselves with the affirmation thing. I think because you were saying forget everybody else, do for self. But I think
I didn't say that.
no, but you were saying forget everybody, do for self. What
I
did you
didn't
say?
say that. I
What did you say?
said fuck everybody else.
Yeah, do for self. Yeah, but what I'm saying is in that realm of affirmations and karma and all that, we're supposed to be, we're what do they call that? We're human beings. We're supposed to be with other people. We're not supposed to be alone. So you're supposed to
No
connect with
doubt.
other people so we can have those affirmations flow a little bit more fluently and better because we're so distracted as people. That's what I'm saying. If you communicate, you have other people on your team. It's better to affirm with people, share the
GG
vibration.
GGX. What does IKYFL mean?
Oh yeah, I know you fucking lying.
It means I know you fucking lying.
I think that's
but no, that's what it means, Gigi. It means I know you fucking lying. But
that's part of
so
his
what I'm
joke.
gonna say is this, bro.
Go ahead.
It's like this. You can sit down to what is it, a 4-course? What is it called? A 4-course meal, 5-course meal? What's the
Well,
what's the,
for the 4 course, I don't know.
so you can sit down to
5,
a
6 course, 7 course meal. They do them all.
okay, let's do a round number. You can sit down to a 5-course meal,
It's not
right?
around 4.
All right, 5-course, 4-course meal, right? Or you can have little meals throughout the day to equal that full course meal, that 4-course meal, 5-course meal. And that's how you should be with people. That's how you should be with relationship. That's how you should be. If you're not in the vein of having that 4-course meal, it sounds better 4-course. If you're not able to have that 4-course meal, at least you can have several snacks throughout the day to supplement that nourishment that you get. In saying that, you don't necessarily have to have a 100% tight relationship or companionship with somebody. You feel what I'm saying? No, you hear what I'm saying? But you can have different relationships that would satisfy that need to be with other people or be around. Now, when I say be with other people, I'm not talking about sex. I'm saying just be having relationships. Like, for instance, you got somebody that you kind of cool with at work that y'all talk sports, right? Then you got somebody that on another side of where you work that y'all probably talk politics. And then you got me who you kick it with me from time to time. We'll talk about something or whatever. Do you see that movie or listen to this song or whatever? And then you got me, and then you got somebody else. Say you got a nice female friend that you talk to from time to time. Y'all just shoot the shit, smoke a bowl, and just chill out, right? What you've done is you've satisfied your being with having camaraderie and having somebody around.
Right. That's what I meant. You have to be communal with other people. That's all I'm saying.
And that's what I go back to what I'm saying. Community. If you get the community going, guess what? You can have 5 people. I should hope you don't have 5 people and one of them you hate, but you can have 5 people that you just don't agree with one of them a lot, but they still serve a purpose in your community or in your tribe. Because no matter what, if I say something, I know this motherfucker gonna be a contrarian. He gonna tell me he gonna be the devil's advocate for everything. Yeah, but if you do that, this is gonna happen, and it makes you think and give pause to the ideas that you do. So they may do it in a negative connotation, but the thing is, you need that motherfucker because you're not thinking about. I think I'm gonna go buy a metric ton of apples and sell them shits on the corner, and they may be like, "Well, how the fuck you gonna keep them stored? How you gonna keep them cold? How you gonna keep bugs off of them?" You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't just jump out there and do stuff. I am the person that would jump out. Yeah, thank you. In a roundabout way, what he just said.
Yeah.
What you just said, everything and everyone serves a purpose. And
when
the
you
thing
speak
is,
of the community, though, you got to get with like-minded people. That's the thing.
not necessarily, bro.
Well, if you're talking about like, okay, when I'm saying that, like for your tribe, you guys have a like-minded foundation of some basic principles that you guys come together on. Not that you don't.
I get what you're saying. No, I get
things like that. But if you're talking about a community, you try to do a community, a certain way a community got to operate. So you got to agree with some fundamental principles. And yeah, he'll be contrarian and want to argue about this, that, and other. But as long as I put it in the form of a team. As long as he's sacrificing for the team and we still striving towards the team goal, then everything else is fine. But that's the thing. We don't know. We don't have a solid foundation.
Right. But DeShana say she's more focused on the action. And so I get that. Yes. And so what the thing is, what you're saying, when you say like-minded, I don't disagree with you, but I don't agree with you 100%. Because of the tribe, what makes up the tribe is sort of like motherfucking Voltron. One motherfucker's the black lion, another motherfucker's the red lion, somebody's the white. You know what I'm saying? None of us are really 100% dialed in on everything. We don't all be like, you know what? But the thing is, there is a commonality of, I'm going to tell you our commonality. Yeah, growth and knowledge.
Okay, well, see, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying.
I have to have that agreement on that. As long as that's what y'all successfully going to strive to it and accomplish, then you're okay with all the outside big and all that stuff. Don't matter. Is what I'm saying. As long as we focus on the goal. Like if we doing a financial club or whatever, and we're trying to pool our resources together and do like a financial bank or something like that. It's the same thing. I don't care about all the outside. As long as you contributing to the goal, we focus on the fun. We sticking to the script. You're gonna always have that other stuff. That's all I was saying about that. I can deal with we are all different, got different points of views, but we have to settle on some foundational understanding in life. Some things are just concrete that we need to live by. And
Yeah, but some things you got to understand also, your tribe not always the best team to roll with on certain things and
that's
aspects.
true. We know that. We
You
know
know,
that.
and so, but the thing is,
There's
that doesn't
no
make them. But
situation
that
though.
doesn't. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's just generalization of anything that you're involved in. You have to have a common agreement on the basic principles of whatever you're doing.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
But also, remember I said fuck everybody else. I come back to that. It's not necessarily fuck the tribe, fuck your crew or your team. The thing is, if you're doing something, if Dre's doing something, if you're making, if you're trying to be the king of Jello shots, I'm just doing something out there.
Yeah, I know you
But
just saw that. It looked like.
But nobody in, I just said Jello shots because I saw shots, but Jello shots, right?
Yeah, I know.
But nobody on your team drinks alcohol. Do you diss your tribe because nobody even relates to the vision and the movement that you're trying to make? No, you don't. You keep that core team because they're still there to support you. They're gonna support you. They're gonna show you love. They might not know shit about alcohol, but they're gonna be like, "Yo, how your Jello shit going?" You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But they're gonna give you shit about it.
Right.
You know
Okay, I'll put on that.
But then you go to another entity of somebody that can do it, that can help you with that and help you achieve that goal. All I'm saying is, if I go back to community, when I go back to community, we can all be separatists, we can all be different, but we all have the commonality of showing love. What's up, Sober Sport? Of showing love to each other and being a part. I'm down for you regardless of what you do. You can have you have a million businesses, and everything that you ever sold, I'm gonna be the first motherfucker to buy the t-shirt, the jeans, the hat, the Lee press on nails, the eyelashes. I'm gonna be the first person to buy it. I might not buy it no more.
I think
But
we're in agreement on that. I'm with you on that. I think we just changed it. Yeah.
I have a closet full of your shit, and that'll be it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I get what you're saying on that, but there has to be a common ground, and they do have to be some commonality. The thing is, first of all, we love and respect each other because we do love and respect each other. The second, is that shit popping up on my screen?
For the thumbs up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Ooh. So what happens when I do this?
I agree. No, you get thumbs up. I agree, guys. I agree with that. You know that old saying, you see what her statement is. She said, Goddess's statement.
Hold on, let me see.
We all can agree, yeah, we all can agree to make $1 million together. However, we may all have an idea how to accomplish it.
Facts. We all your vocals choppy, a little choppy, bro. But I'm gonna read it again. We all can agree to make $1 million together. However, we may all have different ideas of how to accomplish it, and that's a fact. That's a bar right there. We need to put that behind some lyrics. Behind
That's
some.
true. That reminds me of the old statement. I don't know if this may not be proper to say. It says, "Too many Indians, not enough chiefs." Remember that old saying?
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians, dude.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna get it wrong. Too many Indians. Too many Indians. Yeah.
But no, you can't do it. You got an Android. You got an Android. You can't do it.
But see, look, that's the focus, Goddess. We need people to focus on. We need to put people in their proper areas of life and trust them in those areas. If I'm not a financial person, what am I doing dealing with the finances? If you're the finance person, I'm this person, I'm that person. Everybody have to play their part. But and I'm speaking generally here as people. We're just so divided. We got to just come together and trust each other. We're so divided on that. And like I said, just basically, we can make that $1 million. All I need to do is just contribute financially. Maybe that's my only portion. Your job is to do the bank books. Their job is to do something else. But we got to get to that point.
My job is spending it on liquor and butt naked bitches.
Yeah, see, we had somebody that had a job like that. I got a cousin that does that.
That's my job. Butt naked bitches. Welcome to the ADHD podcast for those who just tapped in. I am DM the Most. I am your host. This is Dre X, our surprise co-host. My man Sober, I gotta read from IG. My man Sober said it's establishing the roles effectively. A lot of time people want to do things they don't have the ability level for, and they need to fall back and wait and think about it. In his humble opinion. That's
exactly what I was saying right there. Like you may have the ideas, but you don't know how to implement it. So you got to find some people to help you implement. So I don't have
out the Grim Gang.
We have to be humble enough as a people to do that, to know where you to know what you don't know. So I'm 1,000% in agreement with that statement he just read.
Oh, I think E said something. I think she been looking in my book of rhymes. She said maybe you need to lead. You need to lead and set the example or get the ball rolling. And
True.
I say the same thing. So check it out. This is what I say. I always say, if you cannot find an example, be the example.
Be the example you want to be. Be the
If you
example.
cannot find the path, if you can't find the path, start the path. You know what I mean? It's always been like that. This is why I do what I do. This is where I'm at in life. I always do that because I'm super saiyan when it comes to self-starting on some shit. I will start something. You think I'm lying? I said I wanted to make music. I built a fucking studio. Most people just go get a fucking laptop and some speakers. I went and got dry 2x4s and some drywall. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did.
Some people are different in that aspect of some people say I love sheep though. What the fuck? Oh, he say empowering individuals are fired all day over his scared sheeple. You know what I'm saying? Salute Triborough, my man Triborough coming in from all the way from New York, all the way from NYC, my
Bro,
man
what up?
Triborough. Shouts out to you, salute to you. But the thing is, all I'm saying, and I'm gonna transition off of that because I want to do the
You
QO.
got it. That's
I
true.
want to do the question of the day real quick.
I'm questioning it because God is over here dropping bombs.
Yeah, she dropping knowledge. She said, "Be the example." Man, I love it. I love it, and that's why that's my sister. That's my goddess. Listen. So the thing is, to wrap this up, to ball it up, it's okay to it's okay to walk the path alone sometimes. Sometimes. But when you get that commonality and you reach out and you find somebody, you don't need to grab them and hold on to them per se. But what you do need to do is find that commonality and be able to circle back to that. You need to be able to circle back to somebody that gave you a peace of mind, somebody that you were able to have the communication with and talk to. Everybody does. You need to talk to somebody. I talk to everybody knows a little bit about everything. If everybody I knew came together, they could tell the whole story, but not everybody's going to have the whole story. Not any one person. That's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Brim Gang. That's just what I do. So I challenge everybody in the chat right now. I challenge you one. This is what I challenge. I challenge you to create an affirmation. You don't have to tell me your affirmation, but I challenge you to write it down. Go get a piece of paper, put it in your phone. Create an affirmation. Just start with something simple. Start with something simple. You know what I'm saying? Sober says, no smoke is real conversations here, and I really like and enjoy that. My man, I appreciate you. Everybody take the time, write down an affirmation. Create one for yourself. Don't create nothing that DM won't. Don't create nothing that Dre won't. Create something for yourself. Write an affirmation today. Write it down, and then tomorrow when you get up, put it in your pocket or put it on your phone, put a timer on it, and let the alarm go off and read the affirmation. Not just read it, but read it out loud. You feel what I'm saying? Read it out loud to yourself. Get in your car or do it while you're on the train or whatever you want to do. Put it in your headphones, but say it to yourself. And then set another timer for like 6 hours later before you go to bed or something. Say that affirmation again. Give it a shot, but do something. I'm not saying be like, yo, I'm gonna win $1 million today on the Powerball. I ain't talking about like that. Or put it if that's what you want to fucking do it. Say something to the effect of, I'm gonna make some money today. Or I'm gonna make more money than I normally have. Or I'm going to be able to create by the next paycheck. I'm going to be able to generate enough money to knock out a bill and have X amount of dollars left over. Or I'm going to save some money. I'm not going to eat out at lunch. I'm going to pack a lunch so I can save those $14 to $16 that I'm doing. Just do it for a week. Tell yourself you're going to do it. And then next week, you got to be bold with your affirmations too. You are right on that, E, but I'm not trying to go all out like that, but you are right. You have to be bold on your affirmations. It's got to be something that you won't normally do or something that you're striving to get. Don't say some shit like, I'm going to dunk the basketball today, and you play basketball every day and you dunk at least once a week. No, it has to be something that you're going to strive to do. Do that for yourself. I do it for myself all the time. My affirmation, but that's what I was trying to say. It doesn't have to be an affirmation of talk. It could be an affirmation of action. I have an affirmation of action going on. I cry broke, you know what I'm saying? What's affirmation? Chaz, the alien. What we talking about is your affirmations. Something that a goal that you set for yourself, and you set it upon yourself and in your spirits and your mentals to go ahead and try to achieve. Like for instance, just a quick example, like I was saying, if you don't work out, say you have, I'm gonna continue to work on my health. I'm gonna be better. However you want to do it, whatever you want to do. It ain't got to be a mantra for per se, but it's just an affirmation, something that you hope to achieve in your own personal space, in your own personal time, the things you wish to do. I was just telling them earlier, for those that missed the chat earlier, my affirmations are affirmations of action because what I do is I'm on Zillow and I'm on Realtor and I'm looking at houses all the time. Not that I'm like, yo, one day I'm gonna get $1 million house. It's just I look and I see it gives me a sense of there's more that I can do. Oh, it's okay. Sober Sport put it. It's a positive statement that is repeated to oneself in order to challenge negative thoughts and beliefs and promote self-confidence and well-being. God damn it, boy. That's what it is. I'll say it again. Affirmation is a positive statement that is repeated to oneself in order to challenge negative thoughts, beliefs, and promote self-confidence and well-being. Shouts out to my man.
Right.
Shouts out to my man for that. Goddess E said the great architect did not create a simple being, so why should your affirmations be regular degular?
That's what you got to do. Yeah, you're supposed to dream big and be specific and
Oh yeah,
detailed.
if you can achieve it. I'm giving them baby steps, baby. Like I get you on that, and as you get going, progress and make them more complex. I totally agree with that. Like right now, I ain't even hit you with the affirmation I got going, because when that shit happens, y'all gonna be like, this motherfucker on TV. So I ain't gonna even get on that. But yeah, start small. Start and then nothing wrong with starting small. If you want to go big, go big. Nothing wrong with starting small either. It's the steps that you decide to take. How do you eat an elephant?
One piece at a time.
You're goddamn right. One bite at a time. Anyway, question of the day. I'm glad I got people on here. I got everybody in the Instagram and everybody on Facebook. Question of the day. Question of the day. Ladies, if you had a well, let me go with the fellas first. Fellas, if you had a homeboy that was a deadbeat dad, would you still kick it with him?
This day and age. Nope.
Again, let me do it again. If you got a homeboy, one of your partners you kick it with, that was a deadbeat dad, would you still kick it with him? I know you
No,
hate.
I know I wouldn't. If they're not trying to be better. Nope, not in this day and age. Nope.
I got Chad say hell no. Sober say heck yeah. We're remixing mindsets. Turn them up. Oh no, he talking about something else. He's still talking about the affirmation. I got you. Try Burrow say I personally went to school with friends that are deadbeat dads. You went to school with them.
We all did.
We all did. Shit. I know killers. I went to school with some killers. But what I'm saying is, if you got a homeboy, are you fucking with him right now?
Now, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna add another little note to that. I'm gonna say no, and I got a homeboy right now. I don't mess with because he's a dad. He ain't a deadbeat dad, but he like being physical with women. So I don't even fuck with him. I can't even deal with him.
Would he be giving them the two pieces?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. So, ladies, that's for the fellas. That question for the fellas that know I would help guide them back to where they need to be. Some people don't want to be guided, homie. But no, I got you. That's good as a friend. That would be good. I should hope if I falter or I fail in some way that I would have people that would take the time to try to guide me in the right direction. So ladies, all right. Question for ladies. This is a question for the day. It's broken up to men and women. Ladies, would you be friends with a female that you know is purposely cheating? Well, not purposely, but is stepping out and cheating on a man? Could you find yourself? Relax, bro. Shut the fuck up.
That's a funny question.
Would you be friends and could you still trust a female that cheats on their man or woman or whatever they go with? And while you're thinking about that, let me go ahead and say this. Please always, as always, please ensure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit notification bell. Remember to tell people about the ADHD podcast every Friday night, 8:30 Central Time. Thank you, my Terrence, because that's my man. He's like my manager. He always brings that up, and I always forget to say the shit. So I will call you the most to make sure you're. I will call you the most to make sure you're okay. Oh, my Terrence. Tell my Terrence, that's my brother. That's my actual brother right there. That's Dre. That's my brother. But ladies, I don't see no ladies. Hold on, I don't see no ladies talking.
They didn't respond. But
I see a lot of dudes talking, but I don't see a lot of ladies talking. Ladies, if you had a homegirl that was cheating on their man, would you fucking would you trust them? Would you hang with them? Would you let them? Girl, I forgot my makeup pack at the house. My man there, just go knock on the door. Meet us at the club. I don't know, goddamn. Would you still be friends and would you trust? Just like dudes, would you hang out with a dude that's a deadbeat dad? Ladies, would you trust a female friend that you know, knowing that's out there fucking popping it open, that's for the street, and she got a man at home? Which could you still be friends with him? Could you trust that female?
Be honest, ladies. Be honest.
Who dances better? That's a no-brainer, baby. You don't know who I am? My name was Hey Dre, who danced the best?
Where you see that at? Oh, I'm not seeing these.
Oh, that's on IG. Sober accent.
That's between who? Me and you?
Huh?
What they asking? Who danced?
Yeah, who danced the best between me and you?
Shit, me. I can't even see that shit with a straight face. He's the one that was in a dude. He was one that was in a rap group, a dancing crew and shit. Nah, he's the dancer. I'm not the dancer. I don't dance.
That motherfucker said me. You threw me on that one. That motherfucker said me. You right? You know what?
No, I don't dance.
40-something years, I ain't never seen you dance.
Nope, you ain't gonna never see me dance either. I don't dance. Two-step.
Y'all know that song? People don't dance no more. All they do is this. Goody Mob made that shit because they saw my brother in Detroit at the club one time. That nigga don't dance. He don't do shit. I think we registered 4 smiles from him tonight, and that's more than he gonna wake up in the morning. His jaw gonna be hurting. That motherfucker serious. He's serious. Man, I ain't listening to E no more. You started off good, but now you talking crazy. Talking about have a dance off. Do you know how old my knees are?
Listen, I can't look. I can't even do no dance off. Not even. What was that?
What up, Punky? What's up? Shout out to my cousin Punky.
Punky.
That's Maria. Maria's over on IG. So shout out to my cousin. So, ladies, again, I'm gonna ask the question of the day. Fellas, we got something already, ladies. Oh, Gigi said no because she might pull me into her lies. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi.
The question is, fellas, can you be friends with a dude that's a deadbeat dad? And ladies, can you trust your homegirl if you know she's out there popping it and she got a man at home?
I'm saying no. I just can't be, not in this day and age. You know what? I don't want to mess with nobody. They ain't trying to do something positive.
Say that again.
I'm not messing with nobody that's not trying to do something positive in their life. I don't want to be bothered.
Oh, fact.
I mean, just it ain't got to be nothing much. You gotta just have this strive. You don't want to strive. The idea, just the want.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. I ain't got nothing else. I'm done drinking.
You done drinking?
I'm done drinking for the night.
You done drinking for the night? Fuck that. We're gonna keep it popping. Anyways, yo.
Why does this thing keep going in triplicate?
No, it does. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about that. But no. So I want to do something. Dre, what's your favorite song of mine? What's your favorite song of mine?
I told you, Metamorphosis. Play that.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it. It's faded. I can hear it low in the background.
I'm gonna keep it playing. Okay. Y'all know what time it is.
Turn up.
Yo, I want to send a shout out to my man King Barre. That's my brother. That's my brother from another mother. But that man sitting next to me is my brother. So thank you, Dre. From the same mother. So thank you, Dre, for coming in today, surprising me, being my guest host. You know what I'm saying?
I do my best.
Where can they find you at? Do you got any projects coming up?
No.
This motherfucker, man.
You can't find me nowhere. You want to find me for some conversation?
Anyway, Yo, I want to send a shout out to Letitia's Lashes. I want to send a shout out to Goddess E. I want to send a shout out to my man Sober Sport. I want to send a shout out to my man Terrence. I want to send a shout out to Gigi, my man Triburo. I want to send a shout out to everybody that tapped in today. Who did I miss, Dre?
Me.
Oh, I already said thank you, motherfucker. Chocolate Kisses, thank you for popping in. Delano,
Thanks,
always.
Chocolate Kisses.
Yo, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for tapping in. This is the ADHD podcast. Next week, I need y'all to know, next week, my man Barre will be back. We're gonna have one more. We're gonna allegedly. He's gonna be back. I want to thank everybody that showed up today and showed out. Thank you for answering the questions and participating. Again, my name is DM the Most. You can find me on. Where can they find me, Dre? They can find me on Instagram. They can find me on YouTube, IG,
X. Get on X.
There's a million fucking places. Let me do it like this.
On X.
What's X?
Twitter.
Huh?
Twitter. X is Twitter.
Oh yeah. On Twitter. I thought I had a thing. Oh, there we go, right there. This way, y'all. Now I ain't on no goddamn grinder. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can find me on IG and on YouTube. Every week you catch us here on the ADHD podcast. We're doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say? What we doing after this? You said what we're gonna do after this?
I'm looking at the chat. He said after dark, send her a link. After dark program.
Oh, we're gonna do the after dark.
That's the members only program.
Yeah, we're gonna do after dark after this. If y'all wanna come in. Yo, but again, I'm your boy DM the Most. That's my man Dre Loaster, Dre X, if you will. This has been the ADHD podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for coming in. God bless y'all. We're gonna tap out of here. We'll go smoke something good. I'm gonna let y'all go out with my girl Billie Holiday.
D, hit me up.
Yeah. Mama make it hash. Mama make it hash. Mama make it hash. Yeah.